since they are making mansion houses. I'm making a row of little cheap houses. Like the poor area where it's, the designs aren't quite so good, the color palette's not so great, and it's all real small and dinky. Exactly.
Please don't let me drown. Please don't let me drown. Whoa. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. I'm drowning with all of this darkness surrounding. You need me like you need air to breathe. You want me to save you from me. I know that you're trapped inside this wave. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna save you from me? I can't see you drown. 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 Whoa. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. It's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction. Yeah. I can't breathe. I need to get some air, but
And they have to go wrangle kittens in just a minute.
give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die.
One was playing a little rough.
Your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my
And she was a
beautiful
little bigger than me.
catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful
Grooming the other one a little while ago and licking her and murder kicking her at the same time.
my perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe.
Nothing out there could ever stop me
Nothing out there.
from chasing after the way you love me. Keeping me up 2 cups of coffee. Baby, you make me feel so lovely. I keep on running, no, I
Hey, you trying to call me?
keep on falling right into your thought, I can't get you off my mind. So sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I wanted, sugar like yes, please, love is like candy. Sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I wanted, sugar like yes, please, love is like candy. Oh, what a rush each time you catch me. Chasing after the
Those of you that don't know, that was Mike, aka Aqua Squizzle.
Baby, you make me feel
What's up, everybody? We're gonna just end that song just unceremoniously. What's up, dudes? What's going on? It's Monday. I'm scooting around in my chair. I don't know why. I always scooting around in my chair. Probably because it's Monday and it's weirdly hot down in my office today. I don't know why it's so hot down here. Maybe it's broken. Today is Monday, June 7th, 2021. The year of our Lord. Our Lord, the year. We're brought to you today by Zip Gun. He's our co-host today. Is Zip around? I don't know. He said he had to go catch some cats. But I do have the voice chat open. We could have up to 9 more co-hosts. If you feel like you want to call in and just pop in and tell me I'm a big dummy, or I'm a big smarty pants, or I'm just right there in the middle and you'd be like, hey, you're just like average guy. You could do that too. So the phone lines are open. So if anybody wants to call in and you're on the Discord, you can just click into the live chat room titled with today's phone number. Or not today's phone number, today's date. Today's phone number, what the heck. Aqua Pros did call in, and we're going to have to call him back after the show. But currently we got Zip Gun in here saying what's up on a Monday. Oh, we'll see if he's... Oh, is he back?
I'm here.
Oh, he's back. He's here. Okay, good. I was feeling all alone. I was feeling out here just all by myself going like, oh, what am I going to do on the internet if I'm all alone? But it is Monday. Let's give a shout out first to the chat. Alyssa Bentley, Freshwater Ichthyology. Zip Gun was third. Andy's in the live. I mean, come on. What's up with that now? Frank Dominguez, Linda Worth, Richard McCarthy. There's a space in there. The McCarthy. Nice. Massimo Wong, Luigi Rodriguez, Water Flora, Kiwi Mamo, Wesley's Fish Club. Aubrey's here. What's up, Aubrey? Michael Tews, Chirish, Brian P., and did I miss anybody? Oh, Punchy Paints. There we go. I think I got everybody. And Aqua Pros, believe it or not. Look, he's got the check mark. He's freaking verified, guys. Oh, my God. The pros. He's verified. We'll have to call him back later, as you heard early in the show. He called, and he didn't realize we were live because YouTube notifications don't work very well. You don't even get the notifications. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're a big-time checkmark fish YouTuber like Aqua Pros, he doesn't even get the notifications. Look at that. So you got to be Johnny on the spot. Whoever Johnny on the spot is, you got to be that. And click the notification bell and hit the like button. Subscribe. Become a patron. Maybe become a member. Whatever it is, all that YouTube garbage that I'm supposed to tell you about that you guys know that I personally hate. But it did come up. It did come up over the weekend. Somebody was asking me in my personal space. Somebody got up into my personal space. They were like, hey, I want to ask you a question. And I was like, God, it's so close. That was the first thing I said. Then was followed up by the question. The question was, hey, if somebody was going to sponsor your channel, what would it take for you to just be making videos all the time? Because this person happens to follow my YouTube channel, and they were like, look, man, I want to see some more produced content. Now, there was 2 things I explained to them. I said, number 1, I'm going all the way back to the drawing board, and I'm completely working on my production. Things like this right here. So that I can even just make my own tunes and stuff again. I'm going all the way back to that. But work really entails like a ton of my time. It really does. It encompasses a whole lot of my week. Then I got a kid, I got a family, I got other stuff, and I have even just chill time. I want to just chill sometimes. Like, believe it or not, I actually got a chance to watch the end of Castlevania. 36 years in the making, I got to see the end of Castlevania. Totally wild. And I was like, you know, at some point in time, if YouTube does take over the time of the week that is occupied by my work completely, it would definitely free up a ton of time to do a bunch more production stuff. That boils down to people that are at like $2, $3, $1, maybe $5, whatever, a month. supporting the channel, and then how do we get enough people to do that? I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. After being on this platform since like 2008 or 2010 or something, I don't know. It's a long, long time. I don't have the answers for you. So maybe I could just emulate somebody else's super popular YouTube channel or something like that. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Maybe I'll start. Maybe I'll start shooting pumpkins out of air cannons. Maybe I'll start doing historical. Historical. What do you call it? Maybe I'll put out like historical reenactments of the Civil War, but with vampires. Like maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll what's something that's popular? Maybe I'll start putting on makeup. I'll just start doing makeup tutorials. And then boom, just makeup tutorials. I think I could probably give that what's that guy, James Charles? I could give that James Charles a run for his money, I think. Makeup styling. Maybe I'll start doing makeup tutorials. Maybe that's the plan, and then we'll just take off from there. Because the makeup scene's just big time on the YouTubes, Massimo says, see ya. He's gotta go. Gotta get out of there. Okay, Zip, what's going on with you? It's Monday. Let's check in with the co-host here.
I am enjoying my brand new kittens, as long as they don't bother each other too much.
Uh-huh. You got that. Your Minecraft music's all super loud. I can hear it. Are you on the server? I think I'm going to check and see if you're on the server. Let me look.
Yeah.
You are. I see people on the server. What are you guys building? You guys are precariously close to my new house. What are you building over there?
I'm building a row of cheap housing to contrast with the mansions that Matt and Alyssa are building.
I built my modest. I built a modest. Sort of. What do you call it? I got to think of the name here. It's sort of modern design.
Very modern, very nice.
A modestly modern design house, but it does have 2 hot tubs out front. Because modesty, right? But I was trying to figure out if people like the above ground hot tub versus the flush to the ground hot tub. That was the question that I had realistically. And we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe we'll throw a poll out there, and then people will be like, "Oh, above ground, yeah." Let's see. Where did my chat? I lost my chat window. Where did it go? Oh, there it is, over there. Okay. I don't even think we have enough likes to be successful at YouTube. We need more likes, right?
Yes.
Zipgun says to smush gently, just smush right into the like button. The Beaver is here saying, "Hey, oh my God, how do you get a name like the Beaver?" Right? Yeah. Okay. So the topic of today that I really wanted to talk about was aquarium filtration, and I realized I've talked about aquarium filtration so many times on this channel. I feel like if anybody doesn't know what's going on with aquarium filtration, I don't know, I wouldn't know what to tell them at this point in time. But it literally boils down to something that cleans the little bits floating around, so fine particulates out of the water, and something where bacteria can live. That's basically it. Along with move the water past where the bacteria and the particulates live. It's basically it. It's basically all that you have to do. Nature pretty much takes care of the rest as long as you're doing that. And where the bacteria lives can be super cheap. You can literally do it with giant bags of lava rock. You could do it with fancy biomaterial that you import from Europe, or you could do it with some middle of the ground ceramic like I go in the middle of the ground. I like that ceramic stuff. I put a bunch of bags of that, and I move water over the top of it, and guess what? Bacteria gets in there, starts living, and doing its thing. I feel like that's the simple way to do it, and we just continue to do it that way, and strangely enough, things work out. You do want to be sure to be adding a little bit of oxygen to the water, which couldn't be simpler than just, making air do bubbles in the water. That's basically what it boils down to. Yeah, all very simple stuff. And then I was going to do this really long talk about aquarium filtration, and it really is like, it's as simple as that. As long as water's moving around and bacteria can live in there, it's basically how it's going to get filtered. And then all the little stuff that's floating around in the water, you're going to pick that up with something and remove it from the tank, because you're a human being and you know how to do that, right? All right, so Zip is building houses. What kind of houses are you building? Are you building track housing?
Basically, I'm building the worker area.
Oh. So it's like the workers could move in there and they could get a job.
Exactly.
And they could exchange their labor for money. And then once they got the money, they start to build their own house, or what?
They could build a nicer house, a bigger house, like the ones that Matt and Alyssa are building.
Oh, okay. Like the sky's the limit, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, it looks like that area is getting filled in nicely. I did log on for about a half an hour this morning, and early in the AM, and sorted out my little house there. I feel like the layout's making sense now. I got all the lighting is all secluded, so you don't notice it, and all the lines seem about straight. I added in some seaweed blocks, which I think is just amazing. That was about it. Aubrey Wright is wondering, what does the beat machine thingy do that I held up? So this is right here. This is a loop station. So you can literally just go like, and then loop that. That's basically how that explains. You can basically just make all your beats. You can sing over it. I can play the piano into it, which I currently am having a problem with my MIDI controller accessing specific files. I don't know why that is. I think I have them labeled incorrectly to know which key is supposed to play what, but I'll get that sorted out very soon. Probably at the end of the week or something like that. But just working out, playing with it, getting back to making goofy sounds and stuff just because it's fun. And I'll probably be doing a lot of that on Twitch, I think. I think on the Twitch channel, I think is where we'll be doing a lot of that. Oh, my God, we have another co-host coming in. Oh, my God, it's Alyssa Bentley.
Uh-oh. Now you're all in trouble.
Oh, God, we're all in trouble now. What's happening over there in your neck of the fishy woods?
I am literally spending hours in the fish room, in my fish basement, technically, and not the fish room, because the fish room is not built.
That's right. It's like a space. It's a fish space you can't be used yet.
Yeah, it's just the fish basement, just the whole basement, except for the room.
That's right. Those of you out there that are in the know, that are paying attention to the channel, know that I'll be helping with that as soon as I possibly can. That's basically what that boils down to.
Right.
Because I would like to be building some fish rooms and be able to film stuff, because that's super fun. And I think we can make them kind of fun. We got to wear wigs and mustaches. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I mean, we could, but only for a little while, because I'm assuming that they'll get dusty and itchy.
Well, it's for the interlude parts, the middle parts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we do like cutaways, and then it'll be like me in a mustache and I don't know, like, I don't know. Let's envision the character here a little bit. So we got a handlebar mustache and maybe a hard hat and chewing on a piece of straw, and then be like, well, what could the problem be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what problem we're gonna address and then solve. So we just keep it generic here and just be like, well, we got a problem over here. We're gonna have to figure out how to get back to the and then you'd be like, oh my God, we can't do that. That's so much, and then
Right.
it would do a cutaway where that didn't even have anything to do with anything that was going on, and then the next part of the video happens.
It'll be fun. I have a top hat. I'm sure we can incorporate that.
Yeah. Yeah. We just like interlude with fish facts.
Yes.
Did you know that bristlenose plecos like to breed within ceramic water feeding spikes or
Right.
plant watering spikes? They like to go in there and put their eggs and make babies, and then just go back to whatever.
Right. Exactly. It'll be great. It'll be educational and entertaining at the
Right.
same time.
We should make a video.
Edutainment.
We should make a video that's 3 hours of just sawing and hammering, right? But then like every 12 minutes, like one of us pops in with like, did you know? If you keep your water at 78 degrees, it's going to be too hot for your tetras to lay eggs. Once they scatter their eggs, it's too hot, or whatever. And then it just goes back to like, bop, 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 like that's, and then it's like, people are like, what is going on? This is, and we could just be like, well, it's postmodern, it's postmodernist art film. Deco.
Yes.
Decoupage.
It'll be like a mix of ASMR and like, what do they call it? Like construction stuff that people like watching because they would like to be able to do construction on their houses, but they don't have houses.
Oh, like this old house, but without any of the talking.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like, what's the one with the, there's like the Asian lady and that weird, that dude. What is that?
The feng shui stuff?
Somebody, no, it's like, oh, I know what it is. I remembered. It's Chip and Joanna Gaines, the Fixer Upper TV show, which is hilarious because me and my mom's husband, so my mom and Vicky love the Fixer Upper show, right? Like it appeals to women, like it really does. Just how they
HGTV, yeah.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's HGTV, so like they have all these like weird tones that play in the background that just immediately make women like perk up. They're like, oh, a G flat in or no, like a G sharp on the third major. They're like, oh, huh, I like that tone. And then they look over there and they go like, oh my God, shiplap, and then they're stuck. They have to watch it, right? So, me and my mom's husband were watching that show, and we were paying close attention to the background of like what's really going on with the building,
Uh-huh.
And you're like, yeah, I don't know, man. They didn't even finish any of that stuff back there. It's sort of it's remodeled from 20 feet theory, of like, yeah, we fixed it up, but don't get too close. Like if you take a picture from far away, it's like, wow, that looks like really nice. It's like when you it's like when you're looking for a house for sale, right?
And you take those photos.
Yeah, you take those photos. You see those photos that are on the house listing, and you're like, oh my God, this is like a beautiful mansion. And you go there, and it's like, this is like not even 2 bedrooms, and it's on fire. You're like, this is not even remotely what those pictures are like. And they're like, well, that's from here, so
Right.
yeah. It's sort of like Tinder for houses, right? You're swiping away. Now here's the thing: I don't actually know Tinder. I've never actually been on Tinder, Other than other people's accounts. I've been on other people's accounts and swiped them all over the place. But I do understand the function and the mechanics and exactly what people are up to on there. And it's like, oh hey, let me put my fancy headshots on there that are the best view possible of this human, and then you meet them in person and you're like, whoa, that's not the bill of goods I was sold on. It's like
Right.
that. It's like Tinder for houses.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Krager's
Like
Fist
I-
says, Joel, I picked up a used 125-gallon tank converted to a 3-chamber moving bed sump. In your opinion, should I leave it as a moving bed or change it into a more traditional sump? My opinion is if you have like some decent K1 media and you don't mind kind of fiddling with the moving bed, I would just leave it. But if you're somebody that's relatively handy and you already were going to make some changes, make some modifications, do some different plumbing, that kind of stuff, I would go ahead and change it. But if it's going to be a big stretch for you, if it's the kind of thing where you're like, well, I don't own the tools and I probably don't have the spare parts and I'm going to spend all this money and time being stressed out about it, I wouldn't say that it's worth it, because moving bed filters actually do work quite well. But if so if you got it and it runs well, I would just go with it. That's what I would personally do. But if it's something like I knew it was going to take me, me personally, like an hour and a half and some parts I got lying around in the garage or something like that, I would probably convert it. But hopefully that's advice that makes sense. Oh my God.
Oh,
That
excuse
sneeze.
you.
That sneeze came up out of nowhere. It's from all that cedar I was cutting up yesterday, I think. I don't know.
It sounded painful.
I almost died. You guys, I died a little bit. Every time I sneeze, I die a little bit.
Apparently, your heart stops. That might just be an old wives' tale.
I think that's an old wives' tale. It would be weird. It would be weird that you had heart palpitations every time that you sneezed, because you would be getting close to losing it. Uh-oh.
Maybe if you have an arrhythmia.
Uh-oh. Our stream says we're sending no data.
Uh-oh.
We got an alert. I sneezed and it oh, no, it says it's back now. Okay. I don't know.
It wasn't you
YouTube
that
sent me a
died.
thing
It
that
was
said-
the stream.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. It popped up and was like, we're not getting any data. We need more data. But I don't know. It seems to have recovered.
We need more data on your sneeze,
It was seamless,
but not sneezeless.
Mikey Fishy is wondering what modesty is. I wish Mikey would get onto our Minecraft server, because this is a perfect place where he could build a little home. Because we had some people on our server before that built a giant castle, and then they left. They made a server for from what I can take. It seems that there's nothing but small children on there, so it's not exactly my environment. They were like, "Yeah, you should join." I'm like, "I don't know, man. It seems like you got children. I don't know. It seems like you have most of your players on there are children, and that's not exactly my vibe, I guess, or zone or something. I don't
Your
know.
cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'm an adult with a weird beard, and I sneeze loudly. All right. ASMR renovations. Maybe we should make that YouTube channel, right?
Right now.
ASMR renos. Just bashing hammers into things and sawing wood. Jackhammering. That'd be an episode within itself, just jackhammering some concrete,
yeah, everything that you do, you would just set up a little video camera, and that would be like the easiest way to. I mean, does that already exist? I mean,
I don't know.
would you be a pioneer?
Probably not.
Well,
If we thought of it, somebody else has already thought of it, you know?
true. But I mean, I'll sit there and watch a guy just like make like a brick oven outside,
Right.
and I'll just sit there and just watch it, and it's just amazing to me. And I will consider doing it in my own yard, and then be like, no, it doesn't fit in my yard, and then just go on with my life.
Mm-hmm. Richard McCarthy says, Corvus, I just put on the first episode yesterday. Turns out it is worth a try. Oh, he's talking about the Castlevania from earlier. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys are fans of Castlevania or not, but as I mentioned earlier, I think I said 36 year, and I might be wrong. It might be 35 years, because I think the first Castlevania game came out in 1986. So
Something like that.
math being math, I'm going to have to go back and edit this whole live stream and fix the 36-year statement, because I think it's 35. But regardless of any of that, the first time I encountered Castlevania was when I was a kid with my Nintendo Entertainment System, okay? Not a Super Nintendo, not a Nintendo 64, not a PlayStation, not a whatever. This is a Nintendo. This is like the first one that came out. 1986, get this crazy game where you're a vampire hunter. It's a side scroller where you got a whip and you're trying to do stuff, and it's the hardest game you've ever played in your entire life, because the first level's easy. After that, good luck. It's not going well for you. Loved it to death. We get to the PlayStation coming out. Castlevania on the PlayStation comes out. I played that game a million times over, well into my 20s. I played that game forever. I love that game. Symphony of the Night. The soundtrack kicks ass. The storyline kicks ass. The boss fights are awesome. The mechanics of it are cool. The characters, all the stuff you get, it's crazy. Fun game. I don't know if you played it. Did you guys play it?
I played it.
All right. We don't know about Zip. He's being quiet. Shh. Mum's the word.
He's busy with kittens.
Yeah, he's got cats running all around down there.
He's trying to herd them.
And so eventually comic books were made about it, blah, blah, blah. Tons of media and stuff about it. Then eventually they made like season 1 of the animated. Then I think season 2, then it got dropped. Then nobody made it. Then Netflix picked it up. They made season 3, season 4. Okay, season 4 is out now. If you have Netflix, you can go watch season 1 through 4 all the way through. If you're a fan of Castlevania, it's going to be awesome. If you're not a fan of Castlevania, you might be like, whoa, this is a little brutal, right? But if you're a fan of Castlevania, it's awesome, and it has an ending that you know is the end. It is the end of the show. And let me tell you something. They didn't pull a Game of Thrones, okay?
Oh, good.
There was really no cop-out. I think it worked out fairly well. Full-on progression of the characters. I will say that the meme that we shared a while ago about RPGs, where you start out at the beginning, it's like, can you find my turtle? And then, like, 6 weeks later, it's like, kill God, right? It's like that. It's basically like that. Oh, my God, we have another co-host. We have I Was Human, who I like to say, I Wash You Man.
What's up? Co-host.
Yeah, we have co-hosts here today. We have co-hosts. Co-hostians.
Nice.
I think Matt has a Twitch channel. Should we shout out your Twitch channel?
I'm not doing anything on it.
Oh,
The last time I turned it on, I actually overheated my machine. I was very sad.
Oh, it did.
I need to go with the liquid cooling.
Oh, it's so much.
If you dump your computer in water, it will probably stay cool, but it also probably won't turn on.
mineral spirits. That's the way to do it. That's the way. That's the way I used to run a mud with my friend Carl back
That
in the
makes
day.
sense. That makes
We had
sense.
a dual proct machine with that ran in a 10-gallon fish tank full of mineral oil.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Nice
doable.
though.
It's doable. It's a thing that you could do. I think if you wanted to really learn how to do it, and you didn't know how to do it, I think Linus Tech Tips did one where they ran it through a fish tank, which I was surprised because they actually used a lot of fish equipment in that. Where I was like, oh yeah, I recognize all those parts. It's like those aren't computer parts; those are fish tank parts. What are you doing? So it overheated your machine, so you can't go live on Twitch now.
No, I'm sad face.
Oh, that is sad face. And I was thinking about building a new computer the other day, and I went and
Yeah.
looked up some parts and like, get out of here. It's worse than lumber.
Yeah, it's because of the PC part shortages.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And because people think Bitcoin's real, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's as real as any other electronic currency that exists, including, the Federal Bank Reserve note.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, but
Uh,
people think they can mine it, so they're like buying all these parts, and
There is that. I'm just working away in the castle today.
Nice.
you're out there in the castle area. Oh my
I'm in
God,
the
Litecoin went down. Guys, buy all the Litecoin so it goes up. Somebody needs to do that.
I like Matt has some really excellent detail work that he does for all the like community stuff, and I really appreciate the work that he does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I,
I know. I feel like I've told you that like 6 times now. I just thought I would publicly state that in case anybody was like, "Oh man, but what does he contribute?" I'm like, dude.
no fish. I don't contribute any fish, but I do contribute how to use a dead bush appropriately.
Yes.
It's happening.
Like, oh, here's a good way to make a light post. It makes a lot of light.
It does. You know what I didn't look up though? I didn't look up if AMD actually has any Ryzen chips out now.
They do. There's some decent Ryzen. I mean, I run a Ryzen 7 in mine.
Oh, okay.
I went cheap on the cooling. I went air cooling. And I probably shouldn't. Like, my processor could handle so much more.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know,
was
man.
like-
Mine's air cooled, and I just beat the hell out of it because what are you gonna do?
I'm also running other workloads.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, I've got Kubernetes clusters and all that other jazz running inside of my environments.
Ah. Yeah, it looks like they have like a couple of chips available right now. I guess. I don't know. They seem overpriced.
If I had infinite monies, it would be all about that Threadripper.
I have a Threadripper in my computer right now.
Well, no wonder you can beat the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of the point.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the first gen Threadripper. I don't remember which one's in here. I could look it up, but that seems weird. But it's the first gen of Threadripper that came out. I think it's the I want to say it's the 2950, but I don't think that is exactly right. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I just beat the hell out of this thing. Every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, it's like, no, that's way too much. What are you doing? But not very often. Let's see, because we're broadcasting right now. Let's see what we're doing. Let's check our. Well, CPU's at 57%, so it's not too bad. Memory at 44, GPU's at 39. So we're not even getting to that point. We got to start rendering a bunch of stuff while live streaming. That will kill it. Like rendering 4K.
Oh, would
man.
you like to make a video? No. I'm sorry.
Well, Well, a while ago I configured it to just throttle down the rendering if I'm doing something else that's intense, but I don't know if it's holding on to that still because my video editing software I think updated a while ago, and I think it reverted back.
Revert to previous preferences,
And
which weren't even your preferences.
Not fully like preferences, but you have to like. So, like, with that software, you have to go into whatever mode, like, whatever programmer mode. I don't know what they call it. There's probably a name for it. But you have to get in there and then, like, itemize which preferences. So it's not like just clicking a button. You actually have to go in and remove things out of the text and stuff, which is simple for you. But, you know, for a guy like me, I'm like, I don't even remember what I did. I should have taken notes, but it was a while ago.
No, that's people like me, too. No, we're in the same boat. I mean, I have an extensive notebook full of random notes that don't make sense to me later on.
Right.
I'm like, what was that all about again? Shit. Well, I'll remember. Oh, that's what that note's for.
Oh yeah.
Now I know.
Some kind of kernel operation from this dot whatever file. Like, okay, that's weird. All right, guys. Well, hey, it is good to check in with all you guys. It's good to check in with all the internet people. It's 4:10, which means I gotta go start dinner.
Already
and,
been an hour?
Yeah, I gotta go start dinner and make a what do you call that? A disposal work properly. So, yeah.
That's good. Happy wife, happy life.
There was a show.